Good morning, ninth graders. It's great to see you again. I know yesterday we talked a little bit about what SGEs are and how SGEs can make a difference for you in high school and after high school. You might be wondering, what types of things can I do for an SGE? Today we will discuss what counts as an SGE. You actually have a lot of options. There are four broad categories of what counts as an SGE. Option one, summer camp or academic program. The program you select must be at least 5 consecutive days long in order for it to fulfill your SGE requirement. There are so many options to choose from both in Memphis and outside of Memphis. In the past, some students have done camps or programs at the Memphis Ambassadors Program or MAP, Bridge Builders, Cloud 901 camps at the Benjamin Hooks Library, and many more. Option 2, internship or job shadowing. An internship or job shadow is a great way to experience what the workforce is really like. In the past, students have had the opportunity to job shadow or complete internships at all sorts of cool places, like Action News 5, Memphis Bar Association Summer Law Internship, or shadowing a local veterinarian. Just like with a summer camp or academic program, this SGE option also needs to be at least 5 consecutive days long. Option 3, work a job. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you just for a second. As ninth graders, it's really unlikely that you can get a job. Companies are required by law to hire people that are age 16 or older. That means if you're less than 16, even if a job really wants to hire you, they probably can't. We strongly recommend that you look for another SGE option this year. However, there is good news. Some SGEs offer stipends. A stipend is a fixed amount of money that you can earn by participating in an SGE. If you are interested in earning money this summer, be on the lookout for the word stipend when we advertise SGEs to you. Option 4, volunteering is a great SGE option. Unlike the other options, you must volunteer for a total of 35 hours in order for this SGE to count. Also, you must volunteer with a registered 501c3 nonprofit organization. In the past, students have volunteered at cool places like the Memphis Zoo, the Pink Palace, the Kroc Center, Memphis Rocks, and more. It is important to note that if your SGE is held virtually, it must fulfill the same requirement as an in-person SGE. For example, if you complete a program like Bridge Builders virtually, it still must be at least 5 days in length to get credit. All right, now that I've explained all of your SGE options, I want to explain something else very important. As we all know, the 2021 school year has been unlike any other and full of challenges. So for that reason, and due to many programs being closed because of COVID, SGEs are optional again this summer. The good news is if you still complete an SGE this summer, you will receive extra credit next year. However, I strongly encourage you to complete one. Remember, we talked yesterday about how SGEs are so good for you and that they're fun. Please still work hard to complete one. Now I'm going to talk about a lot of important SGE vocabulary. These terms will follow you throughout high school. These words are important for SGEs and the post-secondary applications that you fill out senior year and senior seminar. First, before I begin, you may have heard the word post-secondary before, but let's define this again before we move on. Post-secondary just means after high school. Therefore, secondary means high school. One of the best ways to make sure you have as many post-secondary pathways as possible is to make sure that your grades are the best they can be. But SGEs will also help you explore different post-secondary pathways. For example, by staying on a college campus with an SGE over the summer, you can start to see if that is the right post-secondary pathway for you. Now let's dive into some more important SGE definitions. Every SGE application is different. Today, I want to make sure that you know some important terms that are common on many, but not all SGE applications. This way, you will feel confident applying to any and all SGEs that interest you. The first term we're going to discuss is GPA. Your GPA is your grade point average. Each letter grade is assigned a number, and then the average of those numbers is taken to give your GPA. SGEs want to see your GPA because it shows your average academic successes, as well as how much effort you put into your classes. So, guess what? Your grades really do matter. This leads us to the term transcript. This is a term you will see on a lot of applications and is something you will hear a lot about when you apply to post secondary pathways. A transcript is the official record of the courses you have taken in high school and the grades you earned in each course. Your GPA is also listed on your transcript. If you need a transcript, please email me directly. I'm the staff member that's responsible for getting you a transcript for SGEs. We're now going to move on to another term that you will hear and see a lot, letter of recommendation. A letter of recommendation is written by a teacher or your advisor, explaining the qualities and characteristics that you possess that would make you a great fit for the program you're applying to. Now, I know some of you may think your relationship with teachers are not important, but they definitely are. Teachers are the ones who will recommend you for SGEs and eventually will recommend you for your post-secondary pathway. You should start creating strong bonds with teachers now and showing them your best qualities in class. A strong teacher recommendation makes you stand out. Another term that is similar to recommendation is reference. Some SGEs want you to list a reference. This must be a teacher or advisor and can never be a family member or a fellow student. When asked to submit a reference, you will need to provide the contact information of the teacher you would like to speak on your behalf. Usually this means providing their phone number and email. Well, that about wraps up our vocabulary lesson for today. Knowing these terms will be helpful on not only your SGE applications, but on your post-secondary applications as well. You will be hearing these terms all throughout your high school career. Remember to check your grade level Google Classroom for all SGE applications that are currently open. Thanks so much. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday.